as long as we're on the subject of prophecy.
אבל מה תצאו כמה עניינים, מה שרואה עוד, וגם מה צריך שעדיין משיח ליבו, אז הייתה מה שהוא ומה הגיעתו.
עושים.
הכאילו שהיא מספיק, כאילו
More centuries. In Jerusalem, the Maccabees rededicated that temple, and restored Jewish sovereignty in this land. And it was here in Jerusalem, some 2,000 years later, that the soldiers of Israel spoke three immortal words, Hal Habayit Be'adenu. The Temple Mount is in our hands. The Temple Mount is in our hands.
הבאים בשם השם. אנו מקדמים בברכה את כל מי שהגיע להשתתף בחנוכת המזבח. ביום הזה, יום זאת חנוכה, היום השמיני של חג החנוכה, חג האורים. היום הזה נקרא זאת חנוכה על שם
The Messiah will be the judge. The Mashiach will be the judge, and not for what he sees and not for what he hears, but what he smells.
You believe the Mashiach ben David is coming to
Mashiach
this
ben
temple?
David is very soon, and he is a Jew, and he is not Jesus. And if the Christians want to hold it, they can hold it. But we will never change our mind. We prefer to go back to Auschwitz and not to change our religion. This is the main thing. We are loyal.
What would happen to Christians who refuse this Messiah and hold on to Jesus?
Then we will see. We will see. I don't know. I'm not the Messiah.
Building the third temple, then everybody will prosper, because this is what this temple is for the whole world.
So you think that there could be some union between all the religions as part of this?
Absolutely. We already have unity, but everybody's afraid from the terrorists. So this is our job, to unify everybody to worship the only true living God in the third temple with all the nations that will worship God.
Will be nations.
Okay.
And the nations are like gemstones, very precious.
Many Muslims, I'm talking about the high, let's say, rank or hierarchy in the Muslim religions, came to us and asked us, please build a temple. Why? Because the temple is for everybody, is for the whole nations to prosper and thrive. So they came to us and asked, please build a temple.
America's ambassador to Israel has come in for criticism after he was seen posing with a rather controversial gift. David Freeman was presented with a photograph of one of the most sacred places in Jerusalem, but the image had been altered to show the Jewish Third Temple on the site where the Islamic Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock are currently situated. The Third Temple is a biblical reference to a new place of worship, to replace an ancient one which was destroyed. The US Embassy's asked for an apology, saying the envoy was unaware that he was being given a doctored picture. The region is still reeling from deadly protests against the relocation of the embassy to Jerusalem.
Earlier this week, Russia's Vladimir Putin reportedly told Egypt's President Abdel Fattah Sisi that he would be willing to host direct talks between Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. The talks would take place in Moscow. Putin did speak to Netanyahu by phone Tuesday. According to press reports, they did discuss the Israeli-Palestinian peace process. Russia is now in the middle of Syria's civil war. As such, Vladimir Putin may now be making a serious bid to become a Middle East peacemaker.
אבל מה זה ניתצו כמה עניינים. מה שלא לראות, וגם משהו שעדיין משאיר ליבו. אז הייתה משהו עם mayest יעתו. הכנראה שהיא מספיק,
More centuries. In Jerusalem, the Maccabees rededicated that temple, and restored Jewish sovereignty in this land. And it was here in Jerusalem, some 2,000 years later, that the soldiers of Israel spoke three immortal words. Har habayit be'adenu. The Temple Mount is in our hands. The Temple Mount is in our hands.
Day today, although Midtowners heads up, traffic is going to be bad. Here's why.
That's right, a lot of world leaders in town. We've got President Putin, the Pope is going to be in town, so roads are going to be closed off on short notice. Make sure you have a couple different ways to get to work.
This is a historic moment for humanity.